Which players have the most unorthodox bowling styles of all time? Not everybody throws it smooth, and every bowler has their own unique way of delivering the ball. Really, it doesn't matter how you get the ball down the lane. The most important thing is being able to throw the ball consistently and repeat shots. But it's still interesting to look at the bowlers with the most unorthodox styles in the history of the PBA. I've done a few parts to this video series, but I've found some more bowlers with very unusual styles that we can take a look at. But I will say that the one thing that all these bowlers have in common is that apart from all being quite strange and unorthodox, they are all extremely great bowlers. So I've got 4 players for us to look at in this video, and we will start with number 1, Anthony Lavery Spa.
Frames for LAX, and we will begin with them on the left lane. You know, the only thing I can think... Ooh, that was a funny little bounce out of the hand, but he was able to get that. And a great year for Anthony. That doesn't hurt either.
We begin with Anthony Lavery Spa, who has a very unusual style, mainly because he doesn't have much of a swing. It's also not particularly smooth at all. In fact, his step pattern reminds me of a two-hander. It's definitely not textbook, but it certainly works for him. His twin brother Sean also has a pretty unusual style, specifically his release, as we can see here. But despite the fact that both of them are far from textbook, they both are excellent bowlers who have made a number of telecasts between them and have regularly featured in the PBA League. Number 2, Miki Nishimura.
こっちにはボール変えてますよね。
ボールが変わりました。はい、ボールを高く上げて、ああ連続。第4フレーム、左のレーンに戻って、いいボールだ。
いいですね。
ストライク。
左用のボール、右用のボールで攻め切ってますよね。
左のレーン。
薄め。今度はきちっとポケットへヒットするか。
どうだ？ストライク。修正してきた。
Now, I won't pretend that I know a lot about Japanese bowling or that I can pronounce her name particularly well, but this style is so unorthodox that I had to include it. The crazy part about this is that she throws such a great ball, despite getting that swing basically as high as she can go. I'd probably throw out my shoulder if I even attempted this. The fact her left arm also comes up so high just makes it look so odd. The only person I could compare her to would be Wayne Garber, who has a similar type of swing and approach. I'm not quite sure how she repeats this over and over again without sustaining injuries, but it clearly seems to work for her. Number 3, Ryan Schaefer.
Nothing is kept in the bag. He gets hot, look out. The big power. See it? 1, 2. Now jump over and saw on him. Get real slick. Go straight with the boards. Don't try to fight it. Back to you.
Into that pocket. Match.
You get 21 ahead. It may be enough. Here in the late going.
Because you'll see anything and everything in bowling, believe me.
A little bit of a straighter approach there that time.
Ryan Schaefer is a fantastic bowler who was so consistent on tour for many years. He definitely could have won a lot of titles as he went on a 12-year title drought, but had so many top 5 finishes in that time. He won 5 titles, but never won a major, finishing runner-up 5 times. He's arguably the best PBA bowler to have never won a major, but he had an extremely unorthodox style, particularly near the beginning of his career. You can see his push away goes really high and the swing and release are very forced. He did make a lot of improvements to his game over the years, And although he was a lot more balanced at the line, he still had a very jerky action that was definitely unorthodox. Number 4, Joe Hutchinson.
Hutchinson started on the right lane. He's wired into no
I do something different, I'll tell you that. He hadn't lost a thing. You're talking to me about the psychological part of bowling. Look at there. Physical and mental.
Yes, and look at this reaction. And when you see this plays a lot of psychological action. Look at this. Where's it going to go? Hurt a little bit.
It's working on a double. Now a triple. What action. 4 in a row for Joe Hutchinson. Great pin action. That's 5 in a row for Joe Hutchinson.
Approximately at 249.
Hello.
He's a 4-time winner on the PBA Tour, but I have to say I feel his style is rather unorthodox. The two things that stand out to me is his swing, as his arm seems very bent at the top of the swing, and also how he posts at the line. He's very stable, but it all just looks very unusual, and I think it is very unorthodox. And so that brings us to an end of this list. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you'd like me to make another part for this video series, then please let me know some suggestions for other bowlers with very unusual styles. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here today, I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of my future videos. Well, I think that will do it from me for today in this one. And as always, thank you, bowling fans, and see you all next time.
Frames for LAX, and we will begin with them on the left lane. You know, the only thing I can think. Been a great year for Anthony. That doesn't hurt either.
こっちにはボール変えてますよね。
ボールが変わりました、
はい、
ボールを高く上げて、ああ連続。第4フレーム左のレーンに戻って、いいボールだ。
いいですね。
ストライク。
左用のボール、右用のボールで攻め切ってますよね。
左のレーン。
Nothing is kept in the bag. He gets hot, look out.